and action.
I wondered if I would ever get to make another Freaky Friday, because wherever I went in the world, people would talk to me about it. It's just a given. And my joke always was, well, we have to wait until Lindsay's old enough to have a 15-year-old child, and then we can make a sequel. And then we figured out that she was old enough to have a 15-year-old child, and so here we are.
I know it's been 22 years since Freaky Friday's been a global hit at the box office. I didn't know if I would see this day, but I'm sure happy that I did.
My face looks like a Birkin bag that's been left out in the sun to rot.
I truly never thought that I would see the day that we would do a sequel to Freaky Friday. I never believed in my heart of hearts, not because the movie wasn't good, the movie was great, but I just felt like we had tied it up in a nice tight little bow, and I didn't see the possibility of them making the same mistake twice. I was like, I think they learned their lesson. I think they're good, but there's more than that lesson in life. The universe will test you multiple times is really an ultimate lesson here. But couldn't have more gratitude for the moment and the opportunity to come back and reunite with everybody. Just full of love, seriously.
Look at me.
I know, we seem to be inside each other.
old. I always hoped if we did a sequel that I would be able to it would be a little bit like muscle memory. You know what I mean? Like I would be able to slip back into Tess. But I didn't know prior to reading the, script and really learning about what the movie was going to be, that really who I was going to end up switching with was a 15-year-old English girl, fish out of water kind of beauty influencer kind of girl. And so that part of it was a little more complicated for me. It was a little more of a subtle shift. The original teenager that I played was pretty tropey and easy to slip into, because she was sort of this stroppy, angsty teenager, and that was sort of easy. Maybe also because I had a 15-year-old at home at the time, and so maybe, I don't know. But this was a more subtle thing. But obviously I know who Tess is, and Tess is, a therapist, and, that part of it was easy. The pretending to be Lily was more subtle and certainly challenging.
Slipping back into the role of Anna felt very comfortable for me because I've also aged with Anna as the character, so it was easy for me to relate to who she is today, especially being a mom. So it came more naturally than I expected.
I love driving!
Now up because my loneliness is killing me, and
It was a very heady experience, believe it or not. And when I say that, it's just because I was trying to analyze everything about somebody who I hadn't thought about in 22 years, right? I mean, it had been 23 since we had shot. So here we go. What has he been doing? Where is he? I got to reevaluate where he would have gone, what he would have done. And we had to try to build out what was there, because this is such a complex film. There's so many moving pieces with 4 people changing bodies. You can't muddle it too much with Jake because it will throw off different things. So we had to find a way to really figure out who he was, where he's been, what he's been doing, and what his wants and needs are in this life, and I think we figured that out.
The part of the story that resonates with audiences still is that it has a lot of heart, and the message of walk a mile in my shoes is a very important one. And it's a learning lesson in life that we all eventually come to find out and see what we understand the value of it. And I think the movie, the heart factor of it is like the mother-daughter relationships and the paternal figures and maternal figures that you have in life are very important. And we try to show that in this movie.
I'm just so excited to share this with the world.